We live drums.
Hi, I'm Gary France, and welcome back to our series of informative videos on drumming. We've been looking at snare drums, and in our last video, we looked at the match grip. Now, I might continue to say that, of course, the match grip in the motion of the wrist, we're waving. It's sort of like waving, and we did our little exercise of moving the arms around. The difference between that and a traditional grip is quite profound. The traditional grip actually rotates. Now, why does the traditional grip exist? I've had students say, well, you know, why should I learn traditional grip? And Gary, why do you play traditional grip as well as match grip? Well, when I was a young boy, when I started learning to play drums when I was 8, I played in a marching band. And in a marching band, you have a sling that comes across your chest. Back then, this was in Syracuse, New York, and I played in the Marauders marching band. And I had a big drum that would hang at my side, and it hung at an angle. So my drum hung on an angle, and of course, this was like that with the great Revolutionary War drums and the Civil War drums and the drums of the 1800s and 1900s, early 1900s that people played in parades. And because it was in a parade, if your drum is hanging at a side, you could see how awkward that would feel to play. Although your right hand feels pretty good, the left hand, you got this elbow in the air, you feel like Chicken Man, it's really not going to work. So what we do is with the traditional grip, they had your drum at the side like this, and you could have this lovely stroke that was sort of a rotational stroke. And I think of this for our people that want to work on traditional grip, we think of this like turning a doorknob. We're rotating a grip. Now we're going to get a little bit of a close-up on my thumb. If you notice that my thumb is cocked up, okay? And you can see it here in this video that the thumb is cocked up. Where does the stick go? Well, we just open our hand, we drop it into this pocket in here. This is our fulcrum in here. We're going to let it rest on this third finger. It just rests in there, and these other ones come in to meet it. And you'll note that the thumb gently comes up and touches up here at this knuckle joint. So it's nice and relaxed. We have our thumb there. I've got my fingers out here to control the stick. These fingers back here, their job is to stop the stick from moving this way, you know, the horizontal motion, right? Because we remember, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So our basic goal is to drop the stick straight up and down. If it goes straight up and down, it'll come straight up, right? And then the rotation, if you watch, I'll put this stick in here, and you'll notice that my thumb, as I rotate, is moving in an arc. You notice, and if we do some slow motion analysis, you notice that at the point of impact, the stick is actually hanging free in the air. I am driving the stick forward with my fulcrum, and it's sort of the top of this finger, a little bit of that one. You notice that my snare drum is now on an angle, so that when I strike the drum, you'll note that right before I strike, I'm parallel about an inch off the drum. My right hand comes in. Exactly the same thing. I'm very comfortable. I'm playing in exactly the same place on the drum. So left hand is a rotation, right hand is a wave. Fulcrums are relaxed and open. That was our traditional grip. Thank you.
We live drums.